Hello, this is not a spring check-in. There is so much news on Obama again. We thought about changing it MBN or the Monty Bubbles network to the All Obama network, right? Well, actually, maybe not every single day it's like that, but well, for today, we'll bring Oldecam on for comments on the headlines of today. Obama economic plan aims for 2.5 million new jobs by 2011. Public Works, alternative energy.
Well, the problem comes is, one, he doesn't have any money, and they're using the Franklin Delano Roosevelt New Deal approach. The New Deal would have died without World War II.
But since they're planning on pulling out the military and...
It's only like $90 billion a year. It's not going to make enough difference. And we'll put it this way. Every city and state in this nation would like to have their infrastructure fixed. There isn't enough money because everything was built at a time when it didn't cost any money to build. $1 million a mile on a road.
Wow.
And in the state of California alone, we must have $1 trillion worth of road repair needed.
Ooh. Geithner likely Treasury pick, and Clinton on track.
Yeah, well, Geithner is a Wall Street insider, and he's paying off the Clintons for not screwing. Well, actually, what the Clintons would have done was file, and he wouldn't be president.
Say that again?
The Clintons he's paying off the Clintons because they would have claimed file to the Federal Election Board, and the Clintons they would have listened to.
Oh. Well, it may be looking more like Clinton too than we thought, huh?
Yeah, but we could put it this way: as much as people didn't like Hillary, Hillary would have had an honest election. I could guarantee that, because the Clintons they might do things a little bit on the sleazy side, but they actually do care about the country.
That part I do like. Obama staying out of the auto bailout.
Yeah. Yeah, like he said, the auto bailout is directly because of Obama and his promises to the unions. It is not an auto bailout, it is a UAW bailout.
Now, I'm just curious, how many other unions are lining up?
They're all lining up with their teachers' union, the air traffic controllers, all of them, one after another. And the Screen Actors Guild is now going to vote for strike because Obama has promised to support the unions in this country.
Gosh, that reminds me of the cities and states. Nebraska lawmakers okay age limit for safe haven law.
Well, they never meant for teenagers to be dumped off. This was newborn babies they meant to be dumped off.
Wait, they were dropping off teenagers?
Yeah, all their children in the family were being dropped off.
Ooh. None of President-elect Barack Obama's voicemails were listened to, nor were his emails viewed by Verizon wireless
like
employees.
Everybody believes that.
Wait a minute, what is...
They listen. Okay, first of all, you ever see the President's Analyst with James Coburn? The telephone company listens in on everything, and they tell you that they may listen in on some of these things for trading purposes. It's in your contracts.
Well, and then part of it is, since they know whose phone it is, then of course they're going to pay more attention. Right. But isn't he, as president-elect and as president, they don't have the regular contact? Like I heard he had to give up his BlackBerry and his...
That's right, but he should have been having his communications scrambled to begin with. It shows he's not as bright as he thinks he is.
Florida teen commits suicide with live web audience?
Yeah.
What?
It was a big audience, too, to watch it. But this is the future of our country under the Democratic Party.
Well, I can't... Why in the world...
We have people like Phil Donahue that say that if you televised executions live, we would have less executions. So there are 4 people killing themselves on live in order to put a halt to it. Because it doesn't work that way. Once they see it, they want more.
Expect our country to be pro-terrorist, anti-democracy under new Congress.
Oh yeah, they got rid of the secret ballot, and they're letting terrorists, float. They got to have an attorney general that supports terrorists and and a president that thinks he can talk to them.
I know. If you thought we were going overboard the other way and trying to keep the terrorists out.
Now they're going to let them in, but they cross the border anytime they want.
Al-Qaeda message attacking President-elect Barack Obama and using racist language, comparing him unfavorably to the late Malcolm X.
Yeah, Malcolm X was one of their guys, folks.
I mean,
probably, okay, what it is they don't want to blow Obama's image completely before he becomes president. After he becomes president, then they'll let the world know he's one of them.
Oh, okay. Iraqis compete for political advantage after U.S. departure.
And the departure comes starting the 1st of February.
Obama's picked private school for their 2 daughters.
Yeah, like he was going to send them to a public school.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Like that was ever a possibility?
I know.
Musician Travis Barker sues over deadly South Carolina plane crash.
Yeah, sue the people that are dead. That's how you make lots of money.
Some of these people. Federal regulators shut 2 California thrifts, and Downey is one of them.
Yep, Downey Savings and Loan was the largest, I think it was absolutely the largest holder of mortgages in this country.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's where their business came from, was they would buy up other people's mortgages.
Obama staff a less dominant U.S. and a more powerful China and India.
Yeah, this is Obama who is going to bring change. His people are now saying that doesn't make any difference what he does. We're on a decline like the Roman Empire and headed out the door.
It's a view. Democrats lay out conditions to consider aid for automakers.
Which means don't fly around in jets and shut your mouth and come in with any plan, and as soon as Obama's president, we'll give you $50 billion.
But didn't they want it done before the end of this calendar year?
No, they're gonna submit a business plan that is totally and absolutely ridiculous, because if they could do a business plan to work, they would have done one.
Well, they would be using it right now.
Yeah, that's right.
Bush urges countries to avoid protectionism.
Yeah,
we're going to be like the biggest poster child for that.
That's right.
I know.
Yeah, this is what, protectionism, that's what our country's going to be like. There's going to be a lot of this being done, and a lot of this being done.
Obama dismayed Israel will maintain its closure of the Gaza Strip.
I know. Well, he's pro-terrorist and anti-Jew, which the Jews are going to pay for. They supported Obama.
Well, go figure. Democrats want $7 a gallon gas and people to lose their homes in rural areas.
Yeah, okay. That's another one of BS's things. They were talking about it on Fox this morning. The Democrats are strong in urban centers. They want to move people into the urban centers to strengthen their abilities to govern.
Bush's last rulemaking, hurrah.
Oh yes, it's a midnight appointment. And midnight appointments, midnight laws, which basically are hard to undo. I think they said like Bill Clinton did like 20,000 of them on the day that.
20,000 of them?
20,000.
That's a lot.
Yeah, but they just signed their own. They have a machine that signs their name to them.
Well, I mean they've obviously been planning a while. I've seen those sign machines too.
They've
Those are pretty
been planning it for months. So.
Years. Years. Obama's White House is beginning to look a lot like Clinton's.
Well, okay. BS says anybody that believed it wouldn't, in order to get the Clintons off his back, deserve what's going to happen to him.
You knew there was a reason. They weren't. Yeah. Cost of new cars unimportant because they will be green.
I heard that this morning. They were talking about that. So what? The Chevy Volt, that the average person can't afford to pay for it, can't afford to drive it. It's irrelevant because it's green.
Don't you just love that?
They don't care.
I mean,
okay, we'll put it this way.
Being green costs you more green.
If an environmentalist cared about people as much as they cared about the world, then you'd probably have more people wanting to support green.
Mm-hmm. Tibetan official, middle path favored by exiles.
That's not going to happen. Never. There's only one path, and that's the Chinese government's path. They get the Dalai Lama back, and he's going to jail.
Heads are rolling as the Obama army approaches.
Well, that's normal. To the spoils go the victor. The victor goes to spoils, and Obama's kicking everybody out that might challenge him.
Oh, is that why Hillary's Secretary of State?
That's right.
Expect more anti-Americanism under Obama, but Bush and Republicans will be at fault even though they are not in charge.
Well, they've already said that the problems of the fact that Sarkozy and all these other people that were friendly to us again are going to turn anti-American will be the fault of George Bush and the Republican Congress for the next 20, 30 years.
Oh, interesting, huh?
Right.
Path is cleared for the Obama agenda on climate change, alternative fuels, and high mileage mandates.
Yeah, so much for that cheap gas and cheap cars, folks.
Well, I'm just curious because we do have a Monty Bubbleism from the Mark Twain of the Animal Kingdom.
Yeah, let's see that one. Oh, it's now patriotic to lose your business and everything you own to be an environmentalist.